Hey, welcome back to another video, bro. Today we'll be going over Azami, arguably the best defender in Rainbow Six Siege. We'll be going over loadout and ability. You'll also learn how to effectively use Azami and boost that KD of yours. As well, I'll leave you with some strats to use in your next rank game. Alright then, let's get into it. Okay, now with the loadouts, for the primary weapons, we've got the SMG, the 9x19 VSN. This gun is actually a really good gun. The damage is very good, there's not much recoil. It's got a little bit of a slower fire rate, so it's much easier to control for the newer people. This gun is really good balanced, one of my favorites actually in the game. This is what I'm rocking on it right now, just reflex B, flash hider, vertical grip. I don't use laser, because I feel like it gives my position away when I'm holding, those sneaky angles. But just remember, at the end of the day, like your attachments and everything is just personal preference. So whatever you want to use, just go ahead and use it. This gun, really good gun. It doesn't really, it's not, you should not use this to make peak holes and whatnot. Really not good at that, to be honest. Okay, now we've got the shotgun, the ACS-12 shotgun. Bro, in my eyes, this is not a shotgun, bro. This is like a high-powered DMR, bro. This thing does 69 damage a hit. 30, 30 mag on this thing, drum mag there. Really good. It does got an ACOG 1.5. I mean, you can use it. I wouldn't recommend it over this, though. The only time I would say probably use this DMR is if you're planning to, like, I guess maybe spawn peak because of the ACOG. Um, as well as so you see when you're making angles with the zombies, what she's used for, we'll get into that a bit later on. If you know you're gonna be on like a tight angle and you need to deal the damage quickly before they pass, before they pass to that angle, and you're gonna be sitting on one during that round or during the game, or that's your plan, then definitely use the shotgun because you'll kill them much quicker when they're passing through that tight angle. You don't have much time to kill them. But now next here we've got the Deagle. This is like a really, really good pistol. Hits like hard, but this thing will mess you up proper. Good pistol. See this, I would rather use this to make those, those little peak holes. It doesn't do a full destruction, so you're not gonna be able to walk through the rotate, but it's just mainly for head holes. Your line of sight, all those nice things here. This is a really good pistol. For the gadgets, equipments, impact grenades. Always run impact grenades. Bro, I better not be seeing interviews using barbed wire with the zombie, bro. This thing is just useless with the zombie, I'm gonna be honest. The impacts here, you can make plays off the Kiba using the impacts. Put a Kiba there, blow up the Kiba, run out, make the rotate through sights. Is also very useful for the playstyles of a zombie. We'll also be covering that. So think of the barbed wire with the zombie as using impact grenades with Valkyrie. You know what I mean? It's useless. They don't go together. You know what I mean? So that's just for the loadout just for now. Those are the guns here. This here, magnified B, vertical grip. Obviously, no, I don't use a laser. I don't like lasers. Magnified B, all of these nice scopes here. End of the day, use whatever you want because it is personal preference. Whatever you prefer, whatever you're comfortable with, use that. Whatever gets you the most kills with the gun, use that instead. And then the ability, it's pretty much, it's called a keeper barrier. It's like, I don't even know what this thing's called, but whatever this thing is, you just throw it at a wall, something, and basically like expands this big kind of ceramic circle thing. I don't really know how to describe it. You'll see now when we get into that to the next section of the video. It's very, very useful. And without further ado, let's get into the ability and how to use it properly. Alright, now that we're in, this is the keeper barrier, okay? You get 5 of them per round. They are bulletproof, so you can't really shoot through them. Just do note that they are not, they do take, they're bulletproof in the sense that you can shoot through them, but if you shoot them too much, like, it will break. It's not like a bulletproof camera when you shoot it and it won't break, right? So you get 5 of them per round. This is pretty much what it looks like here. So that's what it's like when you ping it. It's really big, but just be careful. Throwing it on some surfaces will cause it not to expand fully like that. So let's see if I can find one here. Up here, yeah. You see there, only not the full circle expanded like this one, was maybe like a quarter, because of the fact that it was top of the light was stopping it from expanding further and, you know, being the full circle that it is. Right, so the keeper barrier, you see if I shoot it here, it starts to break. It's like very strong though, especially against lower damage guns like your SMGs and your pistols. So here, so we've shot 130, right? Okay, 30, we shot this here. So if I shoot, continue. That's a full mag, so that's 31 bullets. Hold on, let me just put full 31 there. Yeah, but so 37 bullets it takes to break one keeper barrier. This is with an SMG, with a deagle. But deagle's a pistol, eh? So it takes 13 bullets considering we shot at once with the SMG. So each gun takes longer to break the keeper barriers. This is the reason why Azami is so good. Alright, now that we're on Villa, I can show you one of my favorite strategies for playing off sites. Just holding the map control. As you all know, 90 on every map is like very, very important to hold because it mostly leads to the like main sites, if you will. Okay, so let's say I chose the wrong side back, so it's okay though. Let's say here's the main sites, you know. Obviously they're gonna want to take 90 because of the vaults. They can blow these walls up here. Because they've got 90 control, they pretty much force us into the site there because, you know, they're always going to be taking there. They're going to take the study, gonna take care, but the issue is that once they've got 90, right, they've pretty much got all the way up to here. Got this whole thing all the way into study, which just pretty much just forces us into site. Okay, we're just stuck there, right? So one of my favorite ways to hold 90 with the Azami, as well as a good way of showing a one-way angle, okay? Just to demonstrate here. Okay, so one. You chuck. Keeper up there. There's a keeper here. Right there. They push into 90. Fry their legs, fry their torso. The reason this is so good is because nobody's gonna try to swing a 90 angle crouched, but I mean 90 is a quick swing, okay? And the issue with this being is that when they crouch, they swing a lot slower. They can see you when they crouch, right? But they swing much slower, okay? So they're gonna try quick peek, wara wara. And this just blocks them from full rushing down 90k. So then what you also can do if you really want is there's like this nice angle here. So I believe you might be able to chuck that. Just peek off this angle here. You know, you must just put this a little bit lower down, maybe like over there somewhere. Just lower that a bit more down. Yeah, you lower it a little bit more down, they'll barely be able to see you there. So you put those 2 or 3 keepers, however tight you know you want the angle to be. That right there is just Azami, you know, creativity. Be creative with your angles. You've got an idea, test it out, right? Then another one is, then you put your other keeper here. Okay, so now when you're fighting this guy here, other guy behind you, you'll be able to kind of almost see him, right, before he peeks you in a way. Because if he's gonna wrap this corner here, okay, you're gonna be standing like around there. You have to see. Now you hear the guy walking up, of course, okay. And you can see him, oh, he's wrapping this corner, you hear him behind you. Now he has to go all the way around this thing just to shoot you. He has to come around about here, okay, to shoot you. But by now you can already see like up to his hips, maybe. And then you'll be able to fry him. So if he comes about here, you can see all the way up to his hips. That's how you fry him. Boom, you get this guy down. I did choose the right gun. Okay, just keep in mind, right? So that's obviously on the 90 angle that you just saw now. I don't think that the shotgun is like, you know, your should be your choice on this one, unless you're holding that nice tight peak that I just showed you there. Because remember, it's not too big of an angle. You must deal that damage quickly, of course. So now I'm gonna be using the SMG for this one here. Alright, so this is pretty much just like a one-way angle. And one of the good things about Azami is that if somebody's gonna rush, like I'm sure this happens to everybody, right? The first 20, 30 seconds in the round, maybe even less, you know. There's that one Ash, that other guy that maybe you're in gold, you know. There's that one Emerald, that's just inside already, just dropped your whole team. Just because he runs up, there's no proper defenses. Just from avoiding him, just running into sites. What I like to do is maybe just put like a Kiva on top of the doorway. Force him to crouch, you know what I mean? You can pair this with like a Malusi, even a Goyo. Because when he's crouched, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard. Stand up there and run away, okay? But this keep on top of the doorway goes really nice with this strategy here. Which you just check a keeper right there. And you just play on top of here like this. Nice one-way angle, pretty much. You can see all the way to there. So now let me show you what it would look like. Remember, this is where I shot. From all the way up there. Now imagine you're trying to push, bruh. You're trying to come in here. Because remember, this thing is... this thing is up here. And now the thing is that... if they're gonna shoot it, they're gonna be wasting so much ammo. Just to get there. And then you can just chuck another Kiba. You know? So that's pretty much what you can do. But this is like a nice one-way. They have to come to about here to shoot you. But by the time they've already come here, bruh, they dead. You can't even, you know... You see? By the time they come there, they've already dead. That's a nice one-way. What you can do is that you can actually use both of these in the same round. The only difference is that you won't be able to put that second Kiba up there, right? Because you've used it there, but you won't necessarily need that second Kiba. Remember, you get 5 keepers, you use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. That's all your keepers used up. I don't recommend using all your keepers at once, right? Just because of the fact that they can break. As well as you might need to pocket some keepers for the late round use. You know, maybe they've planted, or let's say for instance, I'm trying to rotate over to this side, okay? Maybe not. I'll just shoot you. Hold on. I'm trying to go over to that side. Now, hey, these guys are holding me nicely from this pool table, yo. Because they've planted. They've planted in that side, okay? Let's say beep, 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 the time is ticking. And now I can't cross over because they're holding there. Chuck a Kiba. That blocks that whole angle. They can't wall bang me through the Kiba. They have to break the Kiba. That kind of breaks their line of sight in a way as well, right? So now they're going to be scrambling to get to another angle quickly. Whereas if you can peek them from here, or you can quickly go into the vault to peek them into the side. So yeah, that was a tutorial on how to play Azami in 2026. You know, if you have any questions, queries, requests, just leave them in the comments below. I'll read every one of them, reply to you, give you an answer. Yeah man, thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a good day. Bye.